This is really a surprise. When I left home, I told my wife I'm going to put on a turtleneck and a suit.
Yeah.
And when I went back to the back room, the Lord spoke to me and said, you put on a suit and a tie and a shirt. A dress shirt.
Yes.
I have always been obedient.
Yes.
Truly, I do thank God and to our pastor for having these few minutes on this first men's day.
That's right.
Again, truly, again, I am just glad to be here. She asked me to speak for a couple of minutes about being a seasoned. Well, let me just be myself. Okay, let me be myself. Okay, I'm old-fashioned.
Yes.
And truly, when it comes to serving the Lord, it's a very serious matter.
Yes, ma'am.
We're known to be an example for the younger generation.
Say it, Elder.
And I am in my early 60s. And I have seen times that it meant to be a real man.
Yes.
The young ladies or the wives really looked up to the man of the house. And I have two girls. And one thing I can say is that they knew me.
Yeah.
My baby girl who was coming along, a certain time of day, if I wasn't going to work, she would go to her mother and say, Mom, why is Daddy at home? He ain't sick. I just want to be at home.
Yeah.
Well, my oldest girl, I go to her and ask her about something. She would give me no type of answer. She's very conservative. She's going to keep her mouth closed.
Yeah.
But truly, I just want to thank God because I'm glad that I learned at a very early age to put the Lord in my life at the beginning.
Yes. Yes.
I came along during the time of the Vietnam War, and God kept me out of service.
Yeah.
He seen fit for me to be here today because during the time that anyone was, around that time, it was a very bad war, very bad war. We had friends that they failed in school, just the idea to keep from going to service. But the Lord kept me, but took them. And truly, we cannot question the Lord on what He do. The most important thing is to be able to give Him all the praise and honor and be glad that you're still here.
Amen.
I say to our young generation that one of these days that you're going to grow up and to be a man. I heard that some new babies have been born, males, and some of the guys that I know. The only thing I can say is just try to be a good example for your children. We know times is hard, but try to keep a job. Try to keep a job. It might not be much, but one thing that I always do remember that my mom told me, you seek the kingdom of heaven first, and everything else will be added. And truly, as I look back over my life, God has been good to me. My wife would tell you in the morning, I'm a big crybaby. I'll be 63 in January. And I had some good jobs, and I'm not bragging. Good jobs. Government, 28 years. Airlines, 21 years. Before I married my wife, I told my wife what I wanted out of life, what I wanted to do. And in my latter years, I told her, I said, I want to work for the airlines where I can travel. I want to see. And everybody at my job now said, when are you going to retire? I said, no, it's getting good to me now. I don't have to work hard. It's a blessing to have a job. I started thinking about how Jesus gave the man one talent and how he buried it. And then got kind of jealous about the other. Truly, I tell anybody, thank God for what you have. You might not be making a lot of money, but thank God for that. It's good to be able to have your health and strength to be able to do things. I had my wife laughing and I said, I'm not going to give in. But like these last month or so, I have been having pains, pulled muscles, bad back. And everybody want to know how the world you can go up those ladders at church and change those light bulbs and everything. But I started thinking about a man that I used to work with for the government, and we used to tease him. And his name was John, and every time we see him coming, they always said, Big Bad John. And then he would respond, and it kind of took me, he would respond and say, there was a time. There was a time. But most of all, I just want to thank God that I'm able to grow old and to realize that God is God, and that, you know, that He'll bless me, and I know where all my help comes from. Again, I emphasize to put the Lord first, and everything else will be added. And again, I just want to thank God for these few minutes. And most of all, I want to thank God for Tracy, because we've been knowing Tracy a long time. And Tracy have been Tracy. And again, I just want to thank God. I wish all the men as many blessings the Lord have for you. And most of all, I just want to thank God for our speaker. I might not call you that much, but I'm always thinking about you. Okay? And I heard some good news. My wife told me, you know, and I hope everything is turning out okay. We're going to get a chance to talk. And again, I just want to thank God for everything. And again, I just want to thank God for being here. I want y'all to pray for me. And I want to thank God for all the many faces that I see here. Okay, I'm cutting it short. They come from being married for 41, 42 years. At this time, let's say amen for our speaker again.